Welcome to GBIRL, the podcast looking at the real business world of esports, gaming, and streaming with the people and personalities behind it all. Here is your host, Bill the Conqueror.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Today's podcast is a little bit different. This is sort of like a product pitch demonstration. I thought would make for a really interesting thought process, really interesting conversation about this product called STREAMcoi. STREAMcoi is a dashboard that you can manage a campaign across multiple streamers at once. Saves time for the talent manager, saves having to send graphics to multiple streamers. Instead, you just send them a browser source that they install in their OBS and you're done. And you can manage what goes into that browser source from a dashboard. It's a really interesting concept. I'm grateful that I was able to talk to Angelika today. She is from Poland. So apologies for a little bit of the sound quality. Like I said, she's from Poland. This is like real-time video from Poland. So it's going to be a little bit different thought process. I'm going to follow up with a conversation with their CEO as well. I think you'll find that really interesting. Thank you for tuning in, and here you go.
Thank you for your time today. Maybe a short introduction from my side. I'm Angelika. As you know, I used to organize esports tournaments.
Right.
I was an esports league admin for 5 years. And also I used to be a player manager on the events like IM, etc.
Okay.
And now, since we are closed at home, I'm involved into live streaming. And as a STREAMcoi, we are helping the smaller or the bigger organizations in monetizing and managing their streamers. That's a short introduction from me. What about you?
So I am I'm a streamer. I also do kind of like a podcast concept of an interview thing where I talk about various things on the business side of the industry. I talk with people like yourselves who have products and ideas that they want to get out to people, and I talk about why you're doing it. I've worked for 4 different startups, I worked for a couple orgs. I worked for a tournament platform startup. It didn't end up going anywhere, but we actually held some events for a while. Didn't really work out, and then I worked for a media group too. So I've had a pretty wide range of experiences. Like I said, I do a podcast concept where I talk about things like this, why it's useful, how it could be useful, and then I share some highlights all over the place. So that's what I do. So.
Mm-hmm. That's great. I hope you find STREAMcoi useful because we think, at least, that we are doing very good stuff for the esports organizations.
Right.
And in order to tell you exactly what we do,
Right.
I would like to share my screen with you and present you a short presentation.
Sure, no problem.
I have never shared anything on Discord, so don't blame me
Okay.
if I do something wrong.
No worries at all. Don't stress about too much. I'll go through and edit this and edit out all the mistakes. Don't worry.
Sure thing. Okay, so it should be this.
Okay.
You should actually see a presentation right now.
Yes, I do. I see STREAMcoi for esports orgs. Yes. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. What we do basically, to explain it, you know for sure, or maybe you heard from some people, how managing group of streamers can be time consuming, and in order to run new campaign or change existing content, on the streamer stream, many organizations have to contact each streamer individually, and it took them a lot of time until everyone were settled correctly. And these are things many organizations bother with nowadays, and STREAMcoi basically allows you to decrease the streamer's workload and run very nice campaigns just with a few clicks, with no need of contacting each streamer separately. And moreover, it allows to display the content on the several streams simultaneously.
Okay.
How does that work? It basically allows you to display any content you want. It can be either an artwork or a chat message, and all of these can be displayed simultaneously. Like I said, means you do not have to contact each streamer individually and provide the content to him, but the manager can change the content on the streamer's stream in a very quick way with a few clicks in real time, what is most important,
Okay.
and from one dashboard.
Okay, so basically what you're doing is you're creating an interface whereby one person who's like the stream manager, talent manager for an organization, if they have 5 or 6 streamers, if they have 3 streamers, so instead of trying to send graphics to each individual streamer, what that manager does is he gets those streamers stream links. He puts them into a dashboard, and then can.
Basically, the streamer's manager
Right.
has access to one dashboard where he has several streamers, and the only one thing he needs to do is to set up a campaign and then send a browser source link to the streamers.
Okay.
And then the streamers don't need to do anything. The manager can change the content in real time on their streams.
Okay, so what you're saying is the stream manager. Okay, so the stream manager creates the a browser source for the streamer to use in their either OBS or Streamlabs
Yes,
OBS.
exactly.
Okay, got it. Okay, perfect. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Okay,
very good. So basically, the manager can use STREAMcoi on Twitch or YouTube because those are the 2 platforms we are on. And he can use it across his social media channels. They can run partnership campaigns, track viewership of all the streams, and get very detailed statistics. Also, they can promote, for example, their merch if they have, and bring viewers directly to the website, for example, by sending a chat messages. And all of this can be set up by using one dashboard.
got it.
And with STREAMcoi, they minimize streamers' workload. As I said, the only one thing streamer needs to do is to register to the platform and authorize his channel. And then the manager is able to add the streamer to the campaign he run. And yeah, that's it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Now, when I explained what STREAMcoi is, I can tell you what type of content can be displayed. There are 2 types, actually. Until now, every campaign run by the brand had just a static logo type or a banner. And in this type of content you see now, we do not display just a single logo or a banner, but we display a dynamic content with an animated artwork, which we think engage more audience because it looks attractive. So, moreover, in this case, the Pikachu you see on the screen can be displayed a few times per hour, along with the chat message displayed on the streamer's chat. And what is brilliant about it, I think, that you can measure how many clicks every particular Pikachu and the message that was displayed along with him has got.
Interesting. Okay.
So this is more for the sponsors, yeah? Like you want to go to the sponsor and say, hey, we can generate amount of views or of particular views. Yeah, so you can see the exact CTA on the message.
Got it.
You can use this type of content for a single stream or while running a tournament. For example, in this case, it was European Brawl run by G2 Esports, and they used their artworks to display dynamic content on the stream, and thanks to it, they engaged more audience on the several channels. And they have displayed the content, like I said, on the several channels simultaneously. So they could change the content anywhere they wanted to, real time.
Interesting. All right.
And yeah, second type is just a static content. In this case, it can be overlay. Many esports teams have their own overlays that their streamers need to play on their streams. And for example, North use their own overlay and managed to settle it for many streamers with a few clicks. So basically, it works the same as setting up a campaign, but you just set up an overlay and add some streamers into it.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
So the next part, we think this is the most important part. These are statistics. While Twitch or YouTube allow to display only a few statistics with very general information, STREAMcoi provides with very detailed one. And the campaign, we think that the campaign display is very crucial for partners. Therefore, we measure detailed statistics, what actually was not possible to do before, and is not possible to do with Twitch or YouTube.
Got it.
The next interesting part is that we are a SaaS-enabled marketplace. Means that we can engage esports organizations into campaigns that are run by us, so by InStreamly, because STREAMcoi is a part of InStreamly. And InStreamly is a tool that connects many independent streamers with brands. So let's say, for example, you are a streamer and you would like to earn some additional money. So you can go to instreamly.com and find some brands that are actually wanting to promote some products in your region. So you can join some particular campaigns and display sponsored content and earn money from it.
Got it.
And while InStreamly invites the independent streamers to the campaign, the manager can join this campaign together with his streamers. So he basically take all of these streamers together and he can join the campaign and earn additional money from that campaign. So he can take some percent from it and pay his streamers for advertising.
Okay, got it.
So that means basically they can earn on the campaign we run as well and by his streamers the same rate that the other independent streamers get.
Got it.
And as an example, once we run a Netflix campaign in Germany, we invited BIG and G2 and paid them for the clicks their streamers made. So yeah, they could pay some additional money for their streamers and they could also take some money for themselves as an organization.
Got it.
And here are some case studies. I strongly recommend to go on our website and have a look because we cooperate with organizations like G2 Esports, BIG. We used to cooperate with North. Also, Madmonku is on the board. Also, Entropico Gaming. So yeah, these organizations, the biggest organizations, actually who collaborate with us. Also, a few months ago, Furia has joined us. And here we have some words from our partners, like I said.
Got it. So,
Okay, so
so on your website, where are the case studies? Are they under? So if I go to streamcoi.com, do I go to insights?
insights.
Insights. Okay, perfect. Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. Go ahead.
And there are some case studies from the particular for the particular type of a campaign, and how the particular organization managed to make such a campaign by using STREAMcoi.
Got it. Okay. Yep, I see them.
So yeah, that was the deck I wanted to show you.
Perfect.
What do you think? Which part is interesting the most for you?
So what? So for me, what was really fascinating was when you said that not only can the orgs manage individual campaigns within themselves, but they can join other campaigns too. I thought that was really interesting. Is that it works both ways. It doesn't just work. It doesn't just work for the orgs where they have to find their own programs and their own sponsorship stuff, but they can also join larger sponsorship drives and sort of generate revenue there too, which is interesting. So that speaks to the overall effectiveness of it all. And so
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah.
so one question I do have though. So when you're dealing with campaigns at scale, I mean, if you have hundreds of streamers running these campaigns and even thousands, I mean, you have orgs with multiple streamers, and then you have the individual streamers who are realizing this potential. So have you run into any issues uh, in any operational issues with the platform when you're dealing with so many people on the same campaign?
So far, we haven't had any issues as we are using the newest technology, and our IT development team is dealing with it in the real time. But I think this question could be could fit more to our CEO or
Okay,
to our brand manager, who could tell you more about it. That's why I said I would strongly recommend to talk with them about
perfect.
it as well. As they are, I would say, more into that development process than I am.
Got it. Okay, so for an org, if they wanted to use the software, what's the a monthly a fee they pay to you?
Um, okay, actually, we are open for many kind of collaborations, because we are open for the smaller organizations, because we believe that also smaller streamers can generate a lot of views and can promote the merch in the same way the biggest influencers do.
Right.
And for the smaller organizations, we usually suggest a monthly trial, let's say 4 months of trial. They can test it out and see if they likes it, and if they will use it, of course. And then when they decide, let's say yes, then for example, we are going on such cooperation where they deliver us their streamers to the campaigns we organize,
Okay.
uh, and they can use the tool for free or for the smaller price. But generally, speaking of the price, it's based on the amount of views that is generated by the organization.
Okay, okay, so you're saying that you don't have a flat fee that you charge. Instead, it's more of a percentage of views and a percentage of the a campaign, right?
It's more about how many views
Mm-hmm.
is generated in the campaign that is organized by the team
Okay.
which use Streamcoi. So let's say some organizations like G2
Mm-hmm.
can create their own campaign and have some streamers in it,
Mm-hmm.
and we take some percentage from the views they generate in this particular campaign. But we
Got
are
it.
also open for the kind of cooperation, like I said before. We strongly believe that this tool can help the organizations,
Okay.
and to be honest, totally honest, firstly, we want the organization to monetize their streamers, and then we think about earning the money ourselves.
Got it. Okay, so that right there is really interesting. Is that you're taking a percentage based upon views. So a smaller org that runs a campaign, maybe they only get like 100, so they're going to pay a different amount than somebody like G2 who has thousands, even tens of thousands of views, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. That's actually really interesting. And that would be obviously a question for your CEO to ask, for me to ask that person. It's like that's a really interesting business concept to have, because usually when you have a SaaS product, it's you have a tiers. You have like a base sort of a free tier with a couple features. Then you have a second tier that's maybe a certain fee per month, and you get a few more extra features. And then you have like the full package third tier
Yeah.
where you pay the full on price and you use all the features and you get all the support. So that's a really interesting concept that you guys have chosen to follow, that you're going to take a percentage based upon the views of the organization because you believe in your tool to help any size organization, any size of an individual streamer, right?
Mhm. And currently, we also have a model based on the hours watched as well.
Okay.
So to be honest, price is $100 per month when it's up to 1,000 hours watched per month, and
Okay.
then 1,500 hours watched, it's $500, and there are some limitations
Okay.
or that are going to be set up between us and the organization. But yeah, like I said, none of the organizations is really working with this model, as we are open
Right.
for the idea of them as well. And yeah, that's it.
Perfect. This is a really interesting thought process you guys have. It streamlines the entire process for the stream manager, the talent manager, to be able to handle the campaign for multiple streamers across multiple channels through one dashboard. That's really interesting. I really like that. So so this solves a problem of saving time for
Yes,
orgs.
exactly.
Yeah, it saves time, because instead of having to send graphics to six different streamers, then making sure all six streamers have it in the same spot on their OBS at the same time, you just send them a browser source, and then you can handle everything through that source. That's really awesome. Okay, interesting. And then I have the case studies. I see the website. There's those 2, 4, 6. There's 8 of them there that I see. So I'll be sure to put a so basically what I'll do is I'll take this recording and I'll put it on YouTube. I'll take this recording and I'll put it on my YouTube channel, and I'll make sure that sure sure that I'm in the description below that I have the link to your site and the case studies. And yeah, okay. And then I'd like to set up a more formal conversation with either your brand manager or your CEO, because there's a lot here that could be when you talk about the business model and your success stories too.
Yes, sure.
Talk about.
Think I can connect you. I can connect you guys. So you will talk more about the business side
Perfect.
of it.
This is awesome. Thank you very much for showing this. I will definitely. So yeah. So like I said, I will turn this into a full-on YouTube video. I'll post it on my channel. I'll send you a link to it as well. If you want to keep it or do it for anything that you want. And then I'd love to have, like I said, I'd love to have the full-on conversation with your CEO.
Yes, sure thing. I will connect you guys. So we are going to establish another meeting where you can talk about it.
Perfect. So is there anything that I'm missing? Is there anything that I'm not? I haven't. I guess the question is I don't. So I guess the question is, I don't know what I don't know. I guess I don't know what I should know. I should say that out loud. I don't know what I should know about this because I haven't actually used this yet. I just saw your presentation, so I think there's a lot more of a conversation to have here. So.
And speaking of, if you do have any business connections on LinkedIn, we would be also thankful if you post an entry about us, that we exist, because we exist for 1 year already, and we are focused on exploring the social media.
Right.
We are on LinkedIn and Facebook. So we will be very thankful if you mention us.
Oh
at
yeah.
least in some
Absolutely. So what I'll do is this. I'll put this video on YouTube. I'll share it on Twitter. I'll share it on LinkedIn. And then I'll connect with you on LinkedIn as well, so that I can tag you and I can send it to you directly there too. So perfect. Awesome.
Sure thing. Thank you so much. So we stay in touch. I will connect you with Victoria and Jakub soon, I think.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in today. You can find links to everyone on the show in the description below. Check out Bill the Conqueror on Twitch and Twitter to stay up to date on his thoughts and ideas about gaming culture.